Hey guys, John here. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like this video if you like it. So I'm just trying to clean these wheel wells up a little bit. This is another project truck of mine. I did have another company do some work, formerly called Cabinet Cruisers. Don't have very positive things to say about them. They basically did a subpar job. They put a new panel in for me, and then they used little backer strips. I can show you later, but little backer strips to weld the panel to. All that does is create a place for moisture and rust. So those areas are already rusting. These wheel wells here, if you want to bring the camera in here, you can see these are rusting already all the way along this edge here, because they didn't cut the old stuff out and they just kind of tack welded the new stuff to the old stuff. Super annoying, super frustrating. Had the frame sandblasted and powder coated. It's all rusty. It's rusting. Anyways, so I'm having to redo a bunch of the work myself, but this wasn't part of the job, so I can't blame them for this part. There was a hole here, and this plate sits right here like so, basically. And so I had to remove it to deal with the rust. And of course, once you start removing metal, you discover more rust. So that part was there. So as you can see, when you see a rust hole, there's a lot more rust behind the rust hole. When you start removing pieces of metal, you discover larger rust holes. So you have to keep cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting further until you have cut out almost the entire truck, at which point you probably want to dump it off at the scrapyard, but you decide to save it because you're a glutton for punishment. And then the strip back here that was sitting on was rotten. Once I removed this section here, I had to remove this guy. And then I discovered, well, actually even before I took this apart, I could see that there was rust just kind of around the perimeter of this, what do you call this, support cross member for the body. There was rust on the sheet metal here, which was this guy, which sits right here. So you can see how bad that was. And then on top of that piece, Toyota, for some reason, has this support piece that goes on top of that, right in there. I think it sits this way. I don't know if I'm going to bother making another one of those. So you see the back side, it was never even coated with anything. So this was sitting on this. I can't remember the orientation. I can check the other side, but doesn't seem like a very smart design. All the moisture and crap gets in there and it just rots it out. I don't see this really doing a whole lot for structure. I mean, there's a few spot welds there. I don't know if I'm going to put it back in, but I've got a new one of these made up. And then while I was in here, I noticed like these areas always rot out. This is essentially what was on here, because there's a little U-shaped channel that goes in there. If you actually just go and look at it up on the, where it's hanging on the wall there, you can see it. And it's got those kind of little recesses in it where all the moisture and crap collects. And anyways, so then that rots out the sheet metal on the truck side of things here, which brings us back to these guys. So basically the only way to get at this section was to either take the whole body off the frame, drill out all the spot welds, remove this piece, but even then you can't get at this side. So the only way to really do this was to cut a hole in the fender for access. And I thought, well, you know, it's one of those things. While I'm there, I might as well take that U-channel support piece that Mike just showed you guys and take that out. So I sandblasted it. It seems pretty solid, and I've got a coat of OSPO on it. So as you can see in this photo, the C-channel stiffener piece has been removed. To remove it, I had to drill out spot welds on either side. And there was one spot weld on the bottom, of course, which was horrible to get at. So what I ended up doing was cutting out the steel on both sides of this C-channel here and underneath and welding in new steel. So as you can see here, the new steel has all been welded in and ground smooth, and then I drilled holes to do plug welds for when I install that U-shaped stiffener piece. Now that the cross member is finished, I'm able to work backwards and start welding in pieces to finish the fender repair. So we're back at it again here. Got this part all dealt with. This part, I just have it kind of in place so I can mock up this piece here. You can see I have the holes drilled for the spot welds that are going to go to that U-channel shape piece. Just trying to get this section done now. This piece on the left here. This one here. Basically, that is going to connect to this piece. And once that piece is in, then this piece will go over top here to close this up. And then I have to deal with this hodgepodge work here that was previously done by cabinet cruisers. But anyways, things are coming along, and that's where it sits right now. Got this piece fabricated here. I made it from 3 different pieces, some complex angles there. Just makes it easier following Fitzy Fabrications method on YouTube. Anyways, so we'll get this welded in, and then we can then put this piece in next. I just got to drill a couple holes on the flat part here where I will do a couple plug welds, and then I'll weld all the way around. So I've got the inside basically all done. Just put some epoxy primer on there, so that's why it's shiny. Got the inside piece on there. Got this all welded in. Next I'm going to do this piece here. And then later on I'll tackle this garbage job that was done previously by the Landcruiser shop when they were called cabinet cruisers. They did a nice job on the outside, but it's the inside stuff that you don't see that is the issue. Big hole down there, pieces of metal overlapping here, rust forming already. They didn't cut out the old rust there. So I got to deal with that. And then you can see kind of the back side here where they kind of threw some patches on. Basically not great. The gap on this edge is different than the other side. This is supposed to continue down. They cut that off. I'm trying to make this as factory as possible. So anyways, and then the other day I started tackling this side. So that's a video for another day, but anyhow, that's kind of where we're at. So I did make that stiffener plate that goes up there, which is hanging up here. I just finished giving it a coat of epoxy primer. That piece there, I was hesitant to put it on, but you can see the old one where it was mounted, how it just rots. But I gave it a good coat. I'll plug weld it. Then once everything's dry, I'll get a bunch of penetrating oil, fluid film type of thing. Spray it all over in there, and then it should be good for a while. So next we're going to put this piece on here, which goes in that gap right there. So as you can see here, that piece has been welded in, welds have been ground down, and I've got some epoxy primer. The audio that was part of this video originally didn't turn out very well, so I'm just doing a voiceover. There were a couple pinholes in the panel there, which is what those spot welds were. And then here, I started digging into this side. So the next part of the video is going to deal with this section. I'm going to throw some photos in here too, so you can kind of get an idea of what I was dealing with. So following is a little slideshow of several photos I took of basically the process I went through to rebuild this area of the wheel well. The reason this area rusts out so frequently is there's 3 layers of sheet metal that converge on one another, which makes it the ideal place for moisture to collect and for rust to form. So when underdoing these repairs, you might see a little rust spot, and you remove that little rust area, and then there's more rust and there's more rust. It's never a simple little job. There is so much time that can get put into these things. It is absolutely ridiculous, which is why it can cost an awful lot of money to do it properly. So the only way to deal with rust is cut it out. If it's just surface rust, that's different, but if it's rust that has actually rotted the metal, you got to cut it out. You don't have any other choice there. So this piece I made out of 2 pieces, and then I welded it together. It was a bit tricky, but pretty happy with how it turned out. So yeah, there you have it. Now we're going to go back into another video showing this part of the wheel well. This piece took half a day. I essentially made it out of 2 pieces. I don't have any specialty tools really, so that's it. Fits pretty good, I think. Just show you on this side. There you can see fits pretty good there. So we're going to try and get this tacked in place right now. And then I got to deal with this crap here. So, while you're there, you might as well deal with it. So, making progress. Pretty happy with that. So as you can see, I've got this cut out now. This piece was just taken from here. This was right here. Looks really good on the inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this piece, put this back in place, and then I will basically fabricate this piece here, and then this part will be done, and then I can finish welding up the piece on the inside of the fender here. So then I can clean up all the welds and everything. Okay, so here's the little slideshow I mentioned of me fixing this area on the side. So just making one piece at a time. That piece is now tacked in, and then I have the angled piece to make, which has a bit of a curve in it. So I made that out of 2 pieces and drilled some holes in it to do the plug welds. So that piece is now in place with magnets. It is now tacked in place. So if you made it this far, unfortunately, this is the end of this masterpiece of a video. I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it. Please like the video if you found it useful. Please subscribe to my channel if you found any of my videos useful, or just subscribe because you feel sorry for me not having many subscribers. Look forward to catching you in the next video. Thanks for watching.